Hey, what is up guys, welcome back to the channel. In this video, we just taking a look at the top news stories and rumors you need to know, including, Jim Cornette rips into fan who jumped the barricade at AEW for him. Dominik Mysterio teases the return of a huge faction in WWE, AJ Styles silences fan questioning his WWE booking, Roman Reigns gets humiliated by Edge and the Mysterios on WWE SmackDown. Be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell for daily news content. Outspoken pro wrestling personality Jim Cornette has taken to social media to rip into a fan, who claims that they jumped the barricade at the AEW Dynamite Road Rager show in his name. There was an altercation at the start of the Chris Jericho and MJF segment on this week's episode of the show, and both Chris Jericho and Maxwell Jacob Friedman referencing the fat bastard jumping Railder promo. The fan was sent to jail following the incident, however he has now taken to social media himself, to tell Cornette and Brian Last, that he did it in the name of real wrestling fans. The Jim Cornette and Brian Last, how did you like my AEW debut? The fan wrote, I did this for all of us real wrestling fans. Wrestling is no longer a safe space for friends to dance around, and play dress up. Reality can hit at any time. The man removed from Dynamite continued, did they think it is going to be fucking playtime forever? Despite Jim Cornette not liking AEW or some of the stars on the show, he absolutely ripped the fan a new one for his actions, and said that he does not do anything in his name. Got news for you dipshit, Cornette began. The ring is sacred ground for us, and even if you, and a lot of others think, you can kick the shit out of the Young Bucks, I would have turned you into a tennis racket popsicle. You're lucky someone there didn't gut you like a fish. And you're blocked, Cornette concluded. Cornette's podcast host Brian Last also lambasted the barricade jumper, saying, real wrestling fans don't jump the rail. You should be embarrassed. You are blocked. Jericho also ripped the fan by writing, do you really think Jim Cornette would condone this, you fucking loser? Jimmy would have shoved a tennis racket up your ass, and smashed your car windows. Boom! Rey Mysterio and his son made history, when they became the first ever father-son duo in WWE to win the tag team championships. While Rey is already a legend in the business, Dominik must get all the applause for competing at such a high level at such a young age. Dominik recently tweeted a picture of himself and Rey Mysterio, wearing the iconic LWO t-shirts. The tweet has created a buzz that WWE might finally bring back the Latino World Order. Considering the number of Latin superstars WWE has, the fans are surprised it has not happened already. Dominik has big shoes to fill considering what his father has achieved in his WWE career. He has to work twice as hard to earn everyone's respect. The fans backed the Mysterio family all through the way when they won the SmackDown tag team titles. It was a feel-good moment for all. To Dominik's tweet, another Latino wrestler in WWE replied. The wrestler is Angel Garza, and he is ready for the revival of the LWO. There is literally so much talent in WWE, that Rey could easily remake the LWO faction again. For the people who are not hardcore wrestling fans, the LWO was a professional wrestling faction in WCW in 1998 and 1999. The late great Eddie was the leader of the faction. The New World Order inspired the name, and in a sense, the LWO was a mockery of it. Now, Rey Mysterio could be the new leader with his son standing by his side. This could be a nostalgic moment for the fans as well as Rey. Eddie was his best friend and the LWO could be a way to honor and remember him once again. Boom! The current Raw Tag Team Champion, AJ Styles took to Twitter to silence a fan, who tweeted, and expressed that the WWE authorities are not booking Styles like they used to. Right now, Styles is serving the Raw Tag Team division with his on-screen bodyguard Omos. Styles and Omos' championship reign has not been very exciting, because the management has not booked them for any major storyline involving the tag titles. WWE Fox shared a photo on Twitter, recalling the time when AJ Styles was feuding with John Cena for the WWE Championship, and asked the fans which of classic matches they liked the most between Styles and Cena, saying, it's safe to say that we'd love to see AJ Styles and John Cena one more time. To which, a fan replied that Styles was booked appropriately back then as compared to his current storylines. This seemed like a reasonable tweet because although Styles and Omos are Raw Tag Team Champions, the focus is barely on them. Styles wasted no time in replying to the fan tweet, saying that he has done his bit inside the WWE ring and now it is his turn to let the younger superstars shine. He further added that his time might come when he's again in major storylines in WWE. I appreciate how I was used. I was made into a star. Now it's my time to be what is needed, and in the process make other stars. My time will come. The Phenomenal One recently lost a triple threat match on Raw last week, in which Matt Riddle pinned him, and Styles failed to book his spot for the Money in the Bank ladder courtesy of distraction caused by the Viking Raiders.
Oh.
The Tribal Chief Roman Reigns kicked off the final SmackDown in the WWE Thunderdome with a strong message to Edge. He let the Rated R superstar know that he doesn't fear anything or anyone. Edge may have got the better of him, but it was hardly for a few seconds. Reigns continued that Edge can only get better of him for a few seconds, because at the end of the day, no one gets past the head of the table. Sometime later, Edge called out Roman Reigns. However, he also added that he's curious to see if Reigns confronts him or not. And even questioned his manhood. The Rated R superstar came out to the ring in the final segment of the show. He called out Roman Reigns and let him know that he's taking the Universal Championship away from him at Money in the Bank. Edge added he sees fear in Roman Reigns' eyes, and said he feeds off of it. Without wasting any further time, Edge called out Reigns. And the Tribal Chief heard. Reigns came out to the ring, but asked the Usos to stay in the locker room as he wanted to handle this on his own. Despite this, the Usos came behind Reigns, of course to Reigns' disapproval. The Tribal Chief wasn't happy with Jimmy and Jay for coming out. He asked them to stay outside the ring as he slowly removed his jacket and prepared to get inside the ring. Just as Reigns got in the ring, both him and Edge got into an intense brawl. Before the Usos could come in to save Reigns, Rey Mysterio's music hit, and the brothers awaited the father-son duo to come out instead of coming from the entrance ramp. Rey and Dominik came from the Thunderdome and attacked the Usos with a steel chair from behind. However, the momentum quickly shifted to the Usos. Jey Uso stopped Edge from hitting a spear on Reigns. Then, Jimmy connected with a superkick. This commotion allowed Roman Reigns to get himself away from the action. Sadly, his cousins couldn't get away. The Mysterios pinned the Usos in the ring for Edge. He then proceeded to get a steel rod and then connected both Usos with a crossface with the rod placed inside their mouths. Both Jimmy and Jay screamed in pain and agony, but Roman couldn't do anything about it. The show ended with Roman Reigns stunned on the entrance ramp as Edge stood tall to close the show. Personally, I say, thanks for watching. If you liked the video, please hit the like button. If you want to see more videos, hit the subscribe button, and if you have something to say, please leave a comment.
Oh, let me up with a bright smile on now. Put me in the dark, so won't get lost now. To the moonlight.